You'll be over there leaning and sleep in a
minute. What's up, folks? This is Moose. This is Moose, aka Big House, man. Holy cow. This is a for real, true simulcast of the Heavy Hitters Radio Show. So you can hear us.
We like ESPN.
You can hear us live on Spreaker. And if you click over to Zoom, how did they get to Zoom?
Yeah, so if you go to Zoom, then you can enter our meeting ID and password. The meeting ID is 418-813-916.
I'm sorry, can you do that again?
418. Yes, the meeting ID is 418-813-916. It'll ask you for a password. That is 328378. Password is 328378.
Yeah, man, we on here. And it's Heavy Hitters Radio Show. So that growl you heard was the star of the show, the one, the only El Jeezy Mbaku with an apostrophe. He's in the house, folks. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's up, apostrophe?
It's the one at the top.
You doing all right?
Yes.
So we've been on here chatting for 40 minutes, and all of a sudden you're looking down, not paying attention to the camera that's been in your face for that long.
Yeah, no, I was looking at something.
What the heck? Anyway, welcome. Glad you're here, man. You had a good week?
Oh, man, life was good, man. Cannot complain.
Yeah, you can.
I was outside for a little bit. Shining in Indiana, so I mean, we gotta get used to this. Like, damn the corona, can we get some sunlight? At least make it beneficial for me to be in the crib. It's sunny outside. I can sit outside the porch, smoke a stogie, and feel good about myself. But instead, it's like gray skies, and we sick.
All right. Hey, we also got the lady of the house, man. She's the one, the only Run. E-M-C.
Hi, guys. While I'm sad to not be near you, this is kind of nice. I can drink as much as I want and go right to bed at my own house. That's the beauty of this today. So, might get weird, whatever. Do you want to record this? You're not recording Zoom.
I have not recorded on Zoom.
Are we recording Zoom or just on Zoom?
Well, I think we just on Zoom right now. When we try to record it, and we'll see what happens.
I'm recording now.
It
sounds great on Spreaker.
Oh,
better than ever.
Does it really?
Yes.
Oh, good. I got a feeling that my computer will blow up if any one other thing happens. Hopefully it doesn't blow up on me. But hey, I tell you what, man,
we got any more time.
Right? No, we ain't got time for that. Hey, we got a special guest in the house, man. He's our in-house meme coordinator, man. He is on the job most of the time doing this thing. That's the one, the only Mingle.
Yeah.
What's up, Mingle? What's up?
What's up, man? Practicing social distancing, working from home, which means you can be naked all day long if you want.
Yeah, I just put pants on like about an hour ago. Straight up. All right. So, folks,
ask me how many times I put on a bra since I've been off work. 0 the
All right. Well,
that's not true. Once.
All right. Hey, folks, this is
Moose. That's not right. Girls will understand.
This is Moose aka Big House, and I am wearing 3 shirts today, and I didn't pay for any of them. And as a matter of fact, this top one I have on, guys. This top one I have on is from Special Olympics. It was the Polar Bear Plunge in 2004, the Indiana Special Olympics. And you know what? I was the first brother to go swimming in, back then it was January or early February, and it was outside. You're welcome. I just want to tell you that when you jump in.
And I've got one on.
What's that?
I've got the 2019 Polar Plunge sweatshirt on. And Jeezy's he said he was going to plunge next year.
Oh, yeah?
Mine says trust the process.
Okay.
Oh, I got no problem. I will plunge all day.
Slow down. Slow down and don't talk so loud. You're making everything pop over here.
Are are we skinny dipping in the plunge? Or you just going or you just going in shorts?
Actually, the least you wear, the better.
Yeah, because you get out of it
and you wear like cotton or something like that, and it just sticks to your skin.
All right.
You just want the water to bead right off.
All right, so Smith will put me on the spot. I ain't gonna bag out.
Yes.
So
I'm not even going to watch.
You let me on a date, and I'm a plunge. Let me on a date. I'm in.
Okay, it's the first Saturday in March.
That's
warm
out.
So back you said the first Saturday in June. I'm in there. I'm in the building.
That's ridiculous because I'm gonna tell you right now, that's weak.
Yeah, remember, I do it first. I'm gonna do the plunge. I'm in there.
All right.
Sign me up.
That's weak because
you.
No, because I'll have volleyball. Sorry.
No, you got it.
If I have to be in another polar plunging,
yes, you can.
I can't be in two places at one time.
Yes, you can.
It's like physically impossible.
You know, we do have
money.
We do have virtual plunging.
What?
In volleyball court. How do you virtually plunge? What do you plunge in?
You still raise money, and you get a shirt that just has a virtual plunger on it instead of the regular plunger.
All right. Why was she offer that? And I had to go actual plunger. How did this happen?
Because I said no.
Speaking of got in commit, oh yeah, by the way, and there's more.
You already said yes.
I'm down.
But see, the shirts, if you raise enough money, the shirt for virtual plunger used to say, "I'm too chicken to plunge."
Yeah, get that one her.
Yeah. I'll wear it.
I'm too chicken to plunge. I'm just not doing it. It's the worst feeling I've ever experienced. Really, I think. I mean, outside of a couple of times what?
Moose, you can't be saying that when we're trying to get G plunge.
Oh,
he's doing it on purpose.
He already said it. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, real quick. I just remember running into the locker room and I think I had a moon landing that day. But the only reason I knew is because I turned around and saw the dude. Like my butt was so cold, I didn't feel it. And if you don't know what a moon landing is, it's when a man's butt touches another man's butt on accident.
What?
I just saw your face.
With his teeth puffs.
At that point, you just don't care.
You do not even care. You do not even care. You just turn around, you go, I think somebody's up against me. And you look back and it's like a whole man, another man's butt like on your butt. And you don't care nothing about it.
What was it? What was this Peter?
The other way. Obviously the other way and in his body because it's like negative 20 degrees that day. So it was inside of his body. That's for sure. Folks, this is the Heavy Hitters radio show, man. Radio show.
Turtle disease.
Is that what they call it? Turtle disease? I don't know. I just know that it's so cold that if you had to use the bathroom on that day, I don't care how large you are, your urine, if it even came out, would have been cascading down your nutsack because there was no exposure whatsoever, man. It was too cold for all that. Hey man, check us out on Zoom, guys. You can see us. I mean, we're not very good looking, except for Ron. We're not very good looking, but check us out. Hey Ron, tell us how they can find us on Zoom real quick.
Yes, so if you go to Zoom.com, you can put in our meeting ID and our password. The meeting ID for tonight is 4113916. The meeting ID is 418-813-916. I feel like a bingo caller. Password is 328-378. 328-378.
The horn! Like we want to round a horn up in there.
All right, listen, just
What?
Jeezy, relax, man, because we got to be careful talking over each other. Hey,
we not. I said we don't around the
horn. All right, guys, you know it's Heavy Hitters Radio Show, so we have our kind of our stalwarts. We're going to do run that news here in a little bit. We're also going to do bruising reviews, and we also have. I'm sure we'll have some sort of, which is weird. I'm sure we'll have some sort of spontaneous game show. Even though we're talking about it now, it'll be spontaneous when it happens. You guys ready?
Right.
And we have 10,000 bruising reviews because what else is there to do while you're physically distancing?
All I know is I've been working on. I've been working on these right here, though. They all right.
The people on Spreaker don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's true. What do you call these? What's that? I forgot. I almost forgot for a second that we were on Spreaker. I love y'all on Spreaker, though.
Your body contracts. You're working on your arms, your shoulders. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's all that.
All those, yeah.
All that, G. Hey, folks, Heavy Hitters Radio Show here. Now, obviously, we are in the middle. Matter of fact, we are about, 3 hours away from, we do the show from Indiana, and we're about 3 hours away from the state of Indiana having a kind of stay-at-home order from the governor. Governor Holcomb is our governor. And you know what? If y'all from other states, man, and you know how to use Zoom, chime in. Let us know. Give us the climate of your state. Hey, team. So, a guy that I work with, we had a meeting and we had to take care of some stuff yesterday, and he said he took his family to Hilton Head for a week. He said they were at Hilton Head for a week, and they did not. They didn't go anywhere. Only his wife went to the store, and when she came back, she took her clothes off, she showered, and so she prepared the meal, whatever. They had a full beach to themselves, nobody else. They had a really good time in Hilton Head. He said the interesting part was on the way back, as he went through the states, he went through a couple states where people were like, not at a restaurant, but at a gas station restaurant eating together. Like Tennessee, he said people were chilling in Tennessee, like at a gas station restaurant, just eating and talking and having a good old time. He said Kentucky, he felt like Kentucky was pretty laid back, too, when he was coming back from Hilton Head. He said, so it was interesting to see kind of the differences in the states. He said when he got to Indiana, though, there wasn't a lot of people out kind of doing their thing. So
well, a lot of it is because the hot spots are mainly on the coast, East Coast and West Coast, where a lot of the hot spots are hidden, so we go to this, because obviously
kind of seems like the more major a city is too, that that's obviously the denser it is, the more spread there is.
Yeah, I mean, like we Midwest, we in the Midwest, we're more spread out anyway. You gotta think, when you live in New York and LA, you on top of each other nonstop. So that just give credence to if spreading like wildfire.
I can show you. Obviously, we're the ones on Zoom. We'll screenshot this, put on our Instagram. These are the spots of confirmed viruses in the United States. So pretty much everywhere.
Notice that Mexico has nothing.
Well, you also have to think about the healthcare of these places and what they have access to and how quickly they can do their tests.
So why does Africa have very little cases?
Because they don't have testing.
In Nigeria?
The world. You can see all of Europe is covered.
Yeah, but when you use red dots, it makes things seem far worse when you use red.
Jeezy, let me save you right now. If I was you, I'd go the other way with this bit.
I'm not going the other way. I'm not going the way. I stand by. I've never been into it, but I always stand by my numbers theory. There's 11 billion people here. There's 300,000 cases.
Still bad.
Right.
Still bad.
Very much.
We can move on.
We can't move on. We have to talk about it for a while because this was happening. That's why we're doing the show like this.
I'm not going to into my numbers thing. I won't bring it up no more.
You probably should. Hey, speaking of that, shout out to
in the United.
Go ahead.
In the United States, there's 53,753 deaths.
Oh man, see that's
how many? How many deaths or cases, Ron?
That's probably cases.
On Johns Hopkins.
There's
cases
about
makes more sense, but this says deaths, is what I'm telling you.
So there's 53,000 deaths from coronavirus.
Cases makes more sense looking at like the numbers broken down by state.
Yeah, it's cases.
There's
about 700 deaths in the U.S. right now.
Yeah.
Right. That makes more sense to me.
And I'm not going to get into it. So y'all can talk now. Be quiet.
As you shouldn't, man. You
don't know how to be quiet.
All right, so guys,
700 don't seem like a lot to me.
Here's the thing. But imagine if it was one of us. Was the 700?
Yeah, it would. Yes, any disease that's close to home matters, man. If you get polio, or if you get any disease with no circle, it matters to you. And that's with everything. If somebody in your family get Alzheimer's, it matters to you more than the person that never been affected by it.
So I'm gonna use this.
So yeah, it would affect us.
I'm gonna use this moment. I'm gonna use this moment right now. I'm gonna use this moment right now to announce that one of our ex heavy hitters, one of the first ladies of our show, has been tested positive for COVID-19. She's in quarantine. She's not feeling well. I talked to her. I didn't talk to her. I've been not videoing her, but texting, that kind of thing. We're not just saying names. We're not saying names. It's not Fru. But we're not saying names. But anyway, been tested positive, and so I feel like it is home. It's a heavy hitters issue at this point. That's why we're all not together. We were together last week. We're not together this week, primarily because.
What difference does it make about last week and this week? We all could have been together this week.
The numbers have increased.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Jay-Z.
said Jay-Z.
This disease, the human population has zero immunity to it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 1% roughly death rate from catching this disease. So if we do nothing, it's going to go through the entire population, and 1% of the population will die.
Which is a bad thing. And I know you're being funny. I know you're being funny, but it's one of those things where
I get the precaution. Listen, I'm following all the rules, man. I am. I'm social distancing. I'm not going out. I order cigars online. They'll be here tomorrow, so I can just smoke like a chimney.
You need your lungs just in case you get it.
My life don't change as much, anyways. I just wish the sun to be out.
Yeah,
that'd be the issue is we do want sun. All right, guys. So heavy hitters now. Listen,
I just want the sun to be out, man.
All right, so listen. So when they have those stay at home orders, like the no movement orders whatsoever. Here, I got a list of some of the things that are open. You guys ready? So in a stay at home policy, grocery stores are still open, so you can get food and stuff. And heavy hitters are asking people to shop at your normal pace. You don't have to shop so that you never have to go back again, because we know right now that people have gone back to the grocery store to buy 2 weeks of alcohol 3 times already. Nobody got that joke? It's cool. All right, that's fine.
Here's my question for all those people that oppose the fast food workers and grocery workers getting $15 an hour. Yeah.
Now
they need to change y'all tune.
Now what?
Because without them, yeah, you be in the world of hurt.
Oh my goodness, man, they be out, man.
They put it in it. Yeah.
Do we want to keep going on that topic? Because my feeling for that is, if somebody works 40 hours a week, full time, and they can't even afford to live, that's not
It's not good at all.
It's not. It's not right.
It's not right at all. Especially when working for a Fortune 500 company.
Exactly. Well, it really. I mean, I would say it doesn't matter who you work for, but yes, that point also. But anybody that's working full time, I mean, I get it that you may still have to skimp a little bit and that kind of thing, but my God, if you work full time and you can't even afford like a 1-bedroom apartment and to get to work and stuff like that without having help, then that is not right.
It's not at all. And now you're seeing how these people are not only working, but they're putting their life on the line. You know, as we said, I mean, they put themselves at risk of exposure by being at work and serving people, thousands of people that's coming in and out of that grocery store every day.
All right, I got a question for you. I got a question for you guys. All right, so if you own the business, right, and you're you know, on average you make $20 an hour. On average, you make $20 an hour. Should you pay people $14 or should you pay them $7.50 or whatever the minimum is?
Well, first of all, you know, if you're a fan, we're talking about the major players, the McDonald's, the Burger Kings, there are Fortune 500 companies that make billions of dollars a day. They can afford to pay their employees $15 an hour, $16 an hour. They can afford it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that. I mean, you know,
the other thing to for me looking at more even from a macro position is when the middle class is strongest. That's when the economy just booms.
It's boom because we're consumers.
Exactly. All right.
Okay. And that kind of gets into the whole the issue with the stimulus package that was put out. That was that the Democrats, you know, pooped on and came up with another version that the Republicans pooped on. And you see what happens is it's like one side puts something out that the other side know they're not going to sign. And they come back with something that they know they're not going to sign. And we at the bottom still suffering because they too busy fighting. You know, somebody made a poll something about the problem with the Democratic side is everybody's worried about what big businesses is getting. And I like to do like a sandwich. The Republicans say, no, what, we'll give you a sandwich with cheese on it. A ham sandwich with cheese. But then they gonna get themselves a ham sandwich with cheese, lettuce, with a pickle on the side, a drink, and some chips. And if you look at that, you like, I don't even want my sandwich. No, you still get the sandwich. Don't look at what they getting. Yeah, of course they gonna get more. Who cares? I'm still getting the sandwich, but we almost like damn the sandwich. Because they get a drink and some chips with theirs.
Although the thing that I look at too is the people that make $700,000 an hour, you know, convince the people that make $20 an hour that the person that makes $7 an hour is the problem.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. And you think that we in the same boat? Like, no, you're close to. The person making 20 is close to the guy making 7 than the 100 an hour.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and I love when I see those posts that say people, the middle class work at like your McDonald's. No, that's not middle class. No. People don't really know what middle class really is. Yeah. A lot of jokers is in the lower class. Call us that we middle class. Like, no, not really. If you really do the numbers. Like, Ron, what does the middle class actually start at? If you can look that up.
Well, I can tell you that if you're considered poverty level if you're a single person making $19,000 or less. So that's poverty. 19,000 less single person.
Poverty. That's not even lower class. That's not even lower class.
But you know what's tripped out though about that? If you're making $19,000 a year, you're still in like the top 10% of the world. Earning potential, earning power.
But also the inflation rate here is higher than it is around the world.
So if you are a family of 3, now I don't know why it's a family of 3 that defines this, but to be middle class, you'd have to make between $42,000 and $125,000.
Yeah, so a lot of jokers working at At Kroger, yeah, you're not middle class because you're not making 40.
And you said it takes a family of 3.
You plus 2 other, like a child and a spouse, so you don't have to make 21.
Yeah, but a lot of people ain't just working in those places are not married with kids. I mean, they got kids, but they're not married.
I would argue if you're
person, those numbers would be different.
Yeah, but I argue if you're making 40,000 and it's a family of 3, you are not middle class.
You're not middle class. That's what I'm saying. That's really. I mean, you struggling.
What was that top end run?
125.
That's me.
That may be the bottom side of middle class for me.
Dang.
For a family of 3.
That's about right. Your parents is making between 40 and 50 grand a year, put you about 100. Yeah. But that's also before taxes.
Right.
So taxes knock that 50 down to about
30. Hey, by the way, real quick, guys.
But if you're
real quick, we got somebody else on. They have a Galaxy Note 8, so I'm not sure it is. It looked like it might have been the Country Boy. He's probably not going to talk. He's probably just listening. But anyway, shout out to you for coming on in. Also, I've been talking to Rez, man. She might try to join in. She doesn't want to show her face, though. But, she hopefully she'll come on in, too. Hey, guys, the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, you are listening to an open conversation, man, with the Heavy Hitters. And we're simulcasting I was going to say simulcasting at the same time, but that's what do you call that, Ron?
Well, it's not a double negative. I guess that one's a double affirmation. It's redundant.
Redundant, yeah, it's redundant. So we are simulcasting, guys. So you can catch us on Zoom video. You can see us like in our own studios. I'm in the compound studios chilling. Ron is at Ron's house. Whose house?
That's right. Whose house? Ron's house.
Ron's house. And Jeezy's at the Friendly Confines. And then Mingo, man. Mingo's at what's the name? What's the name of your studio over there? The Dog Pound.
Casa de Mingo.
Casa de Mingo, man. All right, I like it. I got a little coffee. I'm drinking a little coffee here. That's how we do it.
Cheers. I got my Pacers cup. Yeah.
So cheers, everybody. Cheers. Everybody cheers. And hey, we're up in here, man. Heavy Hitters. And we've had a great discussion so far. I want to keep it going, by the way. So here's what we're saying, man. We know that people are suffering, and the stimulus package is supposed to come at some point. They said Mnuchin.
They keep bouncing. They keep fighting.
Hold on. Mnuchin said last week it was going to be 2 weeks. So that would have been a week from now, which we know is not happening. So it's 2 weeks from maybe this week. And what's today? Tuesday. So it could be 2 weeks from now, but they still have not voted on it yet. So we know we got a stimulus package coming because of
that's a problem.
Because of COVID-19. We know that people are now hunkered down, and because later on I'm getting the mental health aspects of this too, guys, because there's a big deal with mental health going on, with all this as well, man. And matter of fact, Moose is telling you right now, don't think that you are isolated. Think that you are practicing solitude, which in turn makes you more powerful, man. All right, so that's another message that Moose wants to get out there in his line of work. We are practicing solitude.
And real quick, I kind of want to put it. I kind of want to put on the record too, like who, like we all have to blame. There's a blame of like who fault or why we're in the situation. I don't know if we talked about it last week. I know I made a post about it. The president seems to want to blame China and put China out there and call it the China virus or whatever he wants to call it. But the problem is the person that we need to point the finger at is the president. And the reason why I say the reason why you need to point the finger at the president is because he cut funding to the CDC. He cut funding to the Department of Agriculture. He cut funding to all these different programs that was in place. He cut funding for. So in reality, when they came to him 2 years ago about this virus, they could have been working on it for 2 years. The time it actually showed up, we had something in place to knock it out. There's a reason why SARS and Zika and those things didn't affect us, because we had presidents that the value of having the CDC and the people in place. So they was working on those cures. So when the Zika virus showed up or SARS showed up, we had a cure ready to implement, so it didn't shut down. So when you have a president that cut funding, now all of a sudden it showed up, and you like, uh-oh, what am I going to do now? And you can lie your witness.
Yeah, well, I agree partly to that. I mean, I certainly agree to everything you're saying. I mean, it wasn't. This virus was different than those others from the standpoint of it was so communicable, and it raced around the country faster than anything else has. So it wasn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am not a Trump supporter in the least, but it wasn't his fault that it came to America, but it was his fault of how we are dealing with it or not dealing with it.
Wait, what I mean is like they knew this stuff was a potential. They stopped working on SARS because this is an extension of SARS, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
Well, it's in the same family.
So what I'm saying is, like, you still doing, if you're able to do research, you can still research and be better prepared.
Absolutely.
When someone comes to you 18 months ago and say, hey, we got something that's kind of brewing, and he got no money.
He got rid of the department that was a cabinet level department that deals directly with this.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, you know.
They did, the government did a simulation of this, like I think it was either a year and a half or 2 years ago. And the result of that was not positive at all. And then he gets rid of the department that deals with it.
Because he don't want to deal with it. He don't want to deal with it. He want to run away. Trump is a runner, but you can't run from this. You're the president. You got to stand in front of them cameras. He gets frustrated every day.
What happened to the buck stops here?
Yeah. The buck can stop it, and he can't stop it.
Hey, man.
Stuff, and it's like.
Real quick, guys. This is good. Somebody else is tapping in here. Hey, guys, if you're only on audio only, if you could just change your name so I can give you a shout out, that'd be cool. Because I see like Galaxy 8, Galaxy 9 Plus. So yeah, I got some fancy phones, but put your name in there so I can give you a shout out if you're not on video. Also, hey, here's the other thing, guys. So, you know, I feel like in my lifetime, every president has had some sort of issue where you can go back and you can remember some profound message, some profound speech that they gave where you like, man, this dude is in charge right now, right? You know what? I'm cool. Like, I don't have nothing to do with it right now. I'm cool with that. I get it. But this guy right here is in charge and he's on the forefront and I can relax just a little bit because, man, you know, and I wasn't born anyway. When they said, what did Kennedy say? Ask not what you can do, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Like, we remember those kind of things. Yeah. Bush had 1,000 points of light. I know that was just, you know, kind of his way to say, you know, that we got all these people coming together, but that's what it was. Points of light. All you guys are coming together to make this thing work. Every president has had something, except for. And I hate to say it because I don't even like getting into that stuff because I didn't vote for this cat and I don't really like talking about it because I'm embarrassed, you know, the rest of the world, you know what I mean? Like I look at somebody from another country, I'm like, yeah, I know. Wasn't me.
But no, I don't want to, like, Trump, like, I know a lot of people are, especially a lot of people that we are friends with because we're around a lot of liberal people. Trump has not been as bad as people made it. His presidency has not been as bad. There's a lot of things that's been positive. He's no shine. It doesn't get any love. However, in this situation, by far he's unqualified. It shows by putting people who are not qualified to be in positions to handle things. Like when you have certain people that your friends or that's your cronies and you put them ahead of certain departments, they have no business being a department is showing right now. This is his biggest failure, and it's filling the country right now.
And the thing that is so frustrating, scary, and puzzling all at the same time is that all the governors are clamoring for help. Mm-hmm. And they're doing it for not just the last week or two. They've been talking about this is coming, this is coming, this is coming. And he still will not stand up and take charge.
Because that's not who he is. He's not that guy. He's the guy that looks good when he's at it.
Yeah.
He's a front runner. When things is good, he can make up stories and nobody cares because the economy's booming, everybody's making money, he can say whatever you want to say. But when the chips are down, now all of a sudden we need that, what Moose said, we need that one guy to get there, give us a speech,
make us feel
put
good,
us all at ease, make us feel good. And instead, he's shouting down the media. It got to the point where MSNBC, all these major networks cut his plug. When have you ever seen the president's live press conference get cut off TV?
Yesterday, I was like, something wrong with my television. Also, I thought it was so interesting that he was like handwritten thank you notes for not taking the presidential salary.
Yeah.
He's like, nobody said thank you. Who wants to?
Yeah.
I mean, they cut the live feed. They cut him off.
I called him and I was like, is it still on? Like, what's happening?
They cut his feed. They cut his feed because he's doing more harm than good. He's spreading these.
Only
he's
Fox
saying
News
stuff.
is showing all of it.
Yeah. This joker said the world will be back to normal in 2 weeks. Like, no.
He said it will be open for Easter.
He said he wants the churches packed.
That's what's important.
He's Thanos. 100%.
Spreading coronavirus at church.
Hey, check this out. Hey, what's up, Miss West? Stay on there, okay? Welcome to the show. Galaxy Note 8, welcome to the show. I think that's the country boy. And guess what, guys? Rizzy's here. Shout out to Rizzy. She's in the building. And look, I was trying to send her a text message, and I said, Rizzy, you there?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you a little bit. Hey, she said, listen, in her text message, she said, I'm in there. I almost did video, and she said, if you can hear my TV, tell me. And then I tried to send her a thing. I said, do video. We need to celebrate. And my text message came out, Celebrex. What have I been texting the people? What's Celebrex?
What did it say?
It said we need to Celebrex. What is that?
Brexit.
Weird. It's a medication.
For what though? What's Celebrex for?
I'm not sure. I'll look it up. But it
might be one of those fitness pills.
Celebrex. I think Celebrex is for like.
It's an NSAID.
Hey, hold on. Jeezy and Run. Be quiet for a second. Rizzy's talking. What is it for, Rizzy?
It's for Celebrex. Oh, I mean, it's for. I'm sorry, I'm all discombobulated.
That's all right.
It's for arthritis.
Oh, arthritis. It's not arthritis of the penis, though. It's arthritis of your body, probably.
That's not a thing.
All right, listen. Look, we gotta have some rules now, guys. We're getting more and more people joining, right? So listen. Listen, guys. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm the host, right? I will try to make sure we get everybody on. Jeezy is the star of the show, so he's gonna butt in on everybody's conversation. So be prepared for that.
No, I'm not.
All right. Yes, you are. And then just like you're doing right now. All right. And then runs the first lady and Rizzy, but Rizzy, outranks Run kind of because she was there before her. And then we got Miss West and then Galaxy Note 8. I think that's the country boy. All right. So listen, guys. It'd be best if you're not talking, mute. So if you're like talking or doing something, go ahead and mute yourself. And then when you want to talk, go ahead and unmute and then start talking and it'll kick in. Hey, real quick, Heavy Hitters Radio Show. Miss West, hey, introduce yourself to the group. What's up?
Oh, jeez.
Miss West is out the building.
She panicked.
Oh shit, I'm out.
I did not leave.
She panicked. I'm out. I gotta go.
Oh shit. They can see me.
There she goes. All right, go.
It didn't leave.
There you go. All right, we'll say something. There's Rizzy.
What the hell?
Man.
I got bronchitis. Can't spray my germs at home.
Rizzy, did you succumb to this thing?
I am COVID positive.
Oh, Lord. Hey, guys, if you don't know, Rizzy is a healthcare professional. She's a nurse at a hospital. She's been helping people. And she's on here showing how strong she is. Hey, raise your glasses, guys. Well, we all got them. Riz, we're all kind of sipping in your honor right now. See that? We're all sipping in your honor.
Sipping in your honor, Rizzy.
Thank you.
Get better, sweetheart.
Well, Rizzy getting a little slurred.
We're killing the virus from inside out.
That's right. All right, Rizzy. Hey, Rizzy, give us as much as you can, real quick, and then we'll go back to Miss West. Give us a first-hand view, man, inside a hospital, man, right now.
It's really crazy. From what I read today, just not too long ago on our staffing site, because I'm resource, I work at all the hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
More and more units are becoming COVID units. Get more patients every day. So some of them are just waiting on their results. Others are already positive. We don't have enough protective supplies. We wear masks like these at work. That's all we have, and we have to use the same one. From what I've been told last night, the nurses had to wear one of these for the whole entire shift. And an isolation patient, especially a COVID patient, is not the mask.
And the respirator, right?
An N95 respirator mask that's got a tight seal on your face. Nothing can get in or out. And right now we're wearing these for a whole shift. An isolation patient, these are typically time used. You wear it in the room. Before you leave, you throw it in the trash. We're using these for every single patient all shift long. It's ridiculous.
Dang.
Insane.
Hey, from what I understand, Rizzy, like
dangerous.
You're not able to, like, you can't. I mean, like, so if you had Lysol direct skin contact with like Lysol and stuff like that, it does something to your liver after a while, right?
I don't know about that.
Uh-oh. Is it
I wouldn't spray it on me. I wouldn't spray it directly on you, on yourself.
Right. All right, man. This is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
So
we're out of supplies.
Listen up.
Sprayed it on yourself.
What's up?
Moose, did it sting when you disinfected yourself?
A little bit. I'm spraying on everything around here. I'm spraying on everything. All right, Riz, go ahead and finish telling us.
That's it. Like there's no visitors allowed at the hospital, and that's a really sad thing because we have patients that come in and within a day they're going downhill with whatever it may be with this virus or anything else that's going on, and they can't have a family member because the family's at home worried, sick, and they're alone. We can't let anyone else in the hospital.
Dang, man, this stuff is absolutely crazy. And folks, I don't think people quite understand. And remember, guys, we're doing a simulcast tonight, so heavy hitters are on Spreaker and we're on Zoom. So we got folks in the video chat as well as doing our show. And hey guys, if you don't understand how close this is home, one of our first ladies, man, is down with COVID-19. I mean, so it's like in our family too. And you know, that's one of the reasons we decided not to get together, because last week, like you said, Jeezy, we told you like, we can get together, we're all safe, blah, blah, blah. And then what happened? Dudes walked up to the porch, talking to us, wanting to shake Moose's hand. All kind of stuff was happening.
My man killed that joint real quick. I was like, yo.
You know, Those dudes, and that's the thing, even though we take it seriously, other people are not taking it seriously. I mean, that one dude shook my hand. Then he told me the next day, man, I was coughing and I was sick and all this. I'm like, dog, why are you touching me, man, like that? And so I saw him again on Saturday. I stayed 6 feet away from him at all times. I damn near sprayed his mouth with Lysol. And so it's one of those things where I think that we just, we really got to take this seriously, guys. And, and like I said, that's why physical distancing is important, but social connection is more important. I tell you what, so we have a licensed mental health professional on. She's like on the screen, so you must be making noise over there. Miss West, holler at us, man. Introduce yourself, and then tell us what's going on with how you feel and everything. What's going on? Go. Ready? Go.
I'm not very good at this.
Just talk. Oh God, she's gone. She's not. She's not.
every time we go to her, she's like, "Oh my God," she gets stage fright.
I tell you what. While she's figuring it out over there.
So apparently, I don't know how to use Zoom.
All you gotta do is talk. Just put your video back on and
but
talk.
I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. No problem. You got an iPhone.
Okay, so what do you want to know? I'm bored out of my mind.
From the mental health aspect.
We're trying to liven it up for you. We're trying to look it up for you. We all over here struggling. bored to death.
I like to say I'm not struggling. I'm having. This is fun to me. I'm having a good time, so I'm all good. All right, real quick, run. Why don't you run that news and maybe some?
Yes.
If you have some positive stuff, you know what? You can even talk about the Kardashians if you want to.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny you say that because all the news is about COVID-19 and it's definitely about a Kardashian. So, yeah, when you put a white girl in charge of the news, that's what you get. It's fine.
But there's media takeout. I mean, you can't get no World Star Hip Hop news.
Nope. Not today.
Not any day.
I've something positive.
Wait a minute. Just run that news time. So everybody mute except for Jeezy. And we can't have you mute.
It's okay.
Everybody's got to mute for a second. All right, go.
COVID-19 news because it's everywhere. Probably the most talked about one lately, at least on my news feed, so probably not your guys's, has been Greta Thunberg. Do you guys know who that is? Or Thunberg. Do you know who that is?
Who is that?
She was girl in Sweden. She's like 17. She spoke out at one of the environmentalists.
I am not R. Kelly.
What?
I don't know any 17-year-olds. My kid.
Okay, that's fine. So I just told you who she was.
She won a Nobel. She won a Nobel Peace Prize or something, right?
Oh, the sailed across the ocean or something like that.
Yes.
I don't know that she sailed across the ocean. She definitely spoke out about environmental issues, though.
All right, what's up with her?
Yes, Jeezy. Yes, that's her. Yeah.
I know more than Ron. I know I ain't crazy.
All right, listen, guys, listen. We got to let her get through this. Everybody, mute up. Mute up. Go.
So she has been in isolation for the last 10 days. She is COVID-19 positive. So she says, "Listen, young people, this is going to affect you too." Because everyone's saying, well, it'll just affect the old people and the immunocompromised. She is neither. So she was traveling around Europe with her father, which is, I'm sure, how she caught it. Her dad also had it. But she is here to say that, hey, it's not just old people. But an old person who does have it would be Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, that's very convenient.
Right. So he actually was... he was fighting. Now he's asking for an extension on that because he has come down with COVID-19. Do you think he'll get it? I'm going to go with no because he probably won't survive this.
Oh, he's dead before the week's out.
Do you think before the week's over?
Yes,
I think it'll be
because
next week.
He know too much. We seen who was it? Joel Epstein? Not Joel Epstein. We could kill him too. What was the dude's name?
Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein. Suicide. And him, he finna talk. So it's over with it.
And that's probably not the only disease he has.
For real.
Oh, I'm sure many more.
Yeah, it's over with it.
Gross. He's ugh. So, also COVID-19 positive would would be Oprah's longtime partner.
Oprah?
Yeah.
Oprah's got it?
No, not Oprah. Her partner.
Stedman.
Yes. He is in the literal guest house at their house because he didn't take care of himself, and she was like, well, you can't stay in here with me. So he's in the doghouse, if you will.
Is Stedman like the only dude in history we know his name but don't know what he looked like?
You want to see a picture of him?
Like, Stedman could walk in my house right now and I would have no idea who he was.
This is Stedman and Oprah together.
Hey, we got,
for those of you that are not with us on Zoom, we can post it later.
Man, Tom has not done well with Stedman.
Huh?
Hey, Ron, can you show that picture again, please? And everybody got to be quiet so her picture's up. Show that again, would you, please? Yeah, Ron, you got to talk.
Mustache.
There you go.
Why do old men get mustaches like that, yo?
It's going to happen for us, too.
It's like a caterpillar on his face. Why would you do that?
What do you say?
You got a goatee. Yo, you got a goatee. He got a straight mustache. Looking like Carl Weathers. Look how big that thing is.
It is kind of gross.
Yeah, lady, you don't want that on your face. Like a beard, it looks all clean. You got just a big old line.
Hey, real quick, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. So, okay, hey guys, Heavy Hitters Radio Show. You listen, man. This is Moose, aka Big House. I'm the host of your show. And
we gotta get to the Kardashian story.
Hold on 1 second, Jizzy. Relax, buddy. We are getting some feedback from Instagram, and obviously it's Big Gates here. Big Gates said, let me see here, that our y'all's connection is terrible, and then of course he laughed at us, and he typed that just a few minutes ago. So, folks, if it's coming through not sounding good,
checked it.
What's that? What'd you
just
say?
checked it.
Okay, and it came out good.
Well, there was some feedback at one point that sounded pretty horrible, but that feedback's gone now, so it sounds fine.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what he's talking about there. But hey, Big Gates, man, shout out there in Texas. Hey, by the way, we got some single ladies on here, Big Gates. You know what I'm saying? So if you you should probably get on our Zoom simulcast, man, so you can holla. Anyway.
Playing matchmaking on the Heavy Hitters.
Hey, man.
Look at Miss West. She's like, oh my God.
Social distancing.
Miss West, like, what is he doing right now?
Fellas, you got to court ladies the old way. You have to, like, write us letters and go for walks without hands.
Right, put it in a bottle and put it in the ocean.
No.
With a carrier pigeon.
Right. Smoke signals. Nobody's doing that. All I'm saying is we got some pretty ladies on this joint.
Your blinds and keeping light signals.
We got some pretty ladies on this joint, man.
Right now.
Where the fellas at, man? Where the fellas at? All right. So real quick, Ron, you got some more news?
I do have some more news.
All right, go ahead.
All the rules are no longer in effect. At least that's how it feels. So if you live in California, which none of us do, but some people listening might, you will no longer have your car towed if you have multiple parking tickets. They're just not doing it thanks to COVID. If you need to file your taxes, you have till July, so that rule doesn't count anymore. I got an update from Condado the other day. You can now put margaritas. There are no rules. None. There are none.
Except you can't get no action. Can you call a call girl? That's still possible.
Time up. Y'all see me on this thing?
We do see you.
We can see you.
Who is that? Is that Leaks?
Hey, come on, man.
All right, hey, you gotta be quiet. Be quiet though. You can't be talking a whole lot. But hey, welcome.
I got some on this.
Welcome, man.
You know what, man? First of all, man, shout out to Team Android. It seems like Team Android is in the building right now. I'm loving it.
Man, I can't get volume down real low. Turn your volume up on the other end.
No, you gotta turn your on the other end, big boy. You gotta turn yours up.
Somebody got coronavirus. Oh man.
All right, here we go. Listen, I'm gonna mute you real quick, Leaks. I gotta mute you, buddy. I gotta mute you. Here we go. All right, Ron, go. Hey, okay, folks,
also,
that's my man Leaks.
Back in the news, and he's not fighting anyone. Shockingly, he did come on in Italy, and in Ireland, and he wants a full lockdown. And of course, all fired up speech because he's a ginger, and that's what he does. But he wants a full lockdown ASAP to protect the people of Ireland. So he gets to like make that call, but he does. He thinks that. So here we are to the Kardashians now.
Yeah, thank you. Something that's actually interesting.
Jeezy, you can do
hey, real quick. Big Gates said if they ain't in Houston, never mind, because he ain't trying to holler at them long distance. He don't want to have a long distance relationship.
But you could just chat via Zoom every day.
Look at Rizzy. You know, hey, I'm just gonna say this: Rizzy's sick and still look hot. Good job, Rizzy. You look good with it. Somebody gonna be like, "Hey, baby, put that mask on while we, you know."
Hey, look, what? You got that Karma Sutra going for you right now, girl.
They're gonna be like, "Can you keep the mask on, please?"
I keep popping in. I live with my son, so I gotta shield my.
I understand.
I don't want germs all over my house.
Hey, but what I'm saying is when your next date, he gonna be like, "Hey, baby, can you keep that mask on, please?"
Hey, give me that dot. We need the red dot in the middle. You in the game. Leaks too.
What the heck?
Leaks is protecting himself.
Leaks is on what's that, Halo?
Hey, they got mad at me. I went into the store, man.
Who got mad at you?
They ain't got the M85, but I came in with my big boy stuff.
Hey man, you cutting in and out, big boy. You cutting in and out, so you gotta be careful talking.
Hold on.
All right, hey, so check this out.
I tried, and they wouldn't even let me get my stuff.
No, you cool. No, you're on there right now. Hey, so I think if you're on the phone, it's a little different. Hey, real quick, Miss West, come on in. I'm gonna unmute. You can unmute you. I'm gonna unmute you.
She's not gonna say that.
And you're gonna try it this time. Here we go. Miss West, ready, go.
What's up?
Talk to us. Listen, if you're not on, guys, remember, mute yourself. Miss West, talk to us about the mental health aspects of social.
Talk to you about what?
The mental health aspects.
Okay, this is us done. I'm peacing out because I can't stand this.
I know. Listen, Jeezy, you got it. You can't.
It's a delay, and then every time I talk about
Jeezy.
Okay.
The thing is, if we're quiet, then she's the only one that hears us. But when you talk, it like kicks in, right? So we got to mute ourselves if you're not talking. All right. Where'd she go? She left me. I think she boned out. Are you still there, Miss West? Maybe she's out. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like she's watching This Is Us or something. So maybe she's out. All right, folks. We're back, man. Heavy Hitters Radio Show, simulcasting. And from what I understand, I guess people are having trouble listening on Spreaker because it sounds like folks are kind of kicking in and out. So we need to see kind of what's happening. You guys okay with that? All right. So Leaks, show us that mask again.
Hold on.
Hey guys, Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. This is Leaks, man. He's he makes some pretty good wings. He has like a double respirator with a face mask. He is. Hey Riz, is he totally safe then if he's wearing something like that?
He's a lot more safe than we are in the hospital.
That's crazy.
What up? How you like me now?
But what kind of mask is that? Like what is it? Is it it's the R95? Yeah, you're good. He's safe. Where'd you get it from? The military?
I was going to say, he probably can't even say it because he done stole it from somebody in the military or somebody. All right, guys. Heavy Hitters Radio. All right. So, Ron, your video moved away from me. All right, Ron. You got any more Run That News? Like, make us happy.
Yes.
Have fun. Make us happy.
I have the Kardashians in the news.
All right, go.
Okay, so remember when Taylor Swift was getting an award and Kanye got on stage and he was like, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to let you finish, but Beyonce should be getting this award in like 2016. Remember?
Yeah, that was like forever ago.
Yeah, it was in 2016. So, anyhow, this weekend over the interwebs, some video came out of Kanye talking to Taylor about this song that he was writing and what he was going to say in it. And from the phone, he said that the lyrics were going to say, I feel like Taylor Swift might owe me sex. Now,
who
the
said
song
that?
did come out. It was.
He didn't say that.
It doesn't say exactly that. So Famous came out.
Yeah, I made that bitch famous.
Correct. Now, Kim, protecting her man like she does, was in a fury over all of this. She's like, Taylor Swift is lying. He never had this conversation with her, right? There's like a video of the call. And so she has spent like 3 days just bashing Taylor Swift on Twitter, which A, is ridiculous because she's already married to Kanye, and B, the song came out and that's pretty much what he said, and C, who cares? It's been a long time. Taylor still won the award, so there's drama. I don't know. I think that they're all crazy. I think people are starting to lose their minds a little bit being in their houses.
I mean, Taylor might owe me sex.
Wow.
What'd you say?
Well, how's that gross?
What's
Oh,
gross?
who win?
What's gross?
Whose side is it gross on? It better be her side.
Yours. I think it's gross on yours. I think, here's why. Because in my head, Taylor Swift is still like 15 years famous.
Jeezy, you got to not yell, buddy. Jeezy, you got to not yell. You got to not yell. Listen, Jeezy, you got to not yell. And listen, whenever Rizzy goes for a mass, we all need to be quiet so she can say her piece. Y'all cool with that? That's kind of a show.
I see it.
That's kind of a show rule. Y'all cool with that? Rizzy, you cool with that? I don't know what the heck's going on. All right, folks. Heavy is ready. Heavy is ready. I didn't mute her, did I? I didn't mute her, I don't think. Oh, I did. I'm sorry, Rizzy, go. I'm sorry, Rizzy. Say it again.
I was just saying I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay. My bad, sweetheart. I done muted you like a mug. I apologize. I'm tripping.
You got everybody muted, though. What are you doing?
I need to mute you. I just be quiet so I can unmute them. Because you got to be quiet. You got to be quiet.
I'm the one drunk, though.
Because you're talking too loud. You're talking too loud. Here we go. All right, Leaks, I'm unmuting you. And Mingo, I'm unmuting you. All right, go, Ron.
That's the news. Unless you want to. Oh, and important to note that the 2020 Olympics have been postponed until at least 2021.
That's crazy. Hey,
all kinds of
check this out. If anybody likes pretzels,
if you know a senior in high school, like reach out to them because they're struggling a little bit right now.
My daughter is a senior in high school.
They are having prom. Their graduations are getting postponed. Like they are struggling. Their senior trips aren't happening. Mm-hmm. Like if you know a senior in high school, just reach out to them. Send them something funny. There's something going around that says the class of 2020 really outdid themselves with senior skip day. Send them that. Make them feel good because they're struggling.
Hey,
yo, my daughter.
Hey, between everybody that's on this cast right now, how do I turn my volume up? Because I can barely hear you.
Hey, man, we can't be giving you technical advice on the show, man. You gotta figure that out.
You did something. I think, Chris, you had me on mute.
You gotta figure that out, man. Look, I'm at the.
I got it now.
He's gone.
I'm the only professional. I got my own special light here. You show my face. I'm professional.
Anyway, guys. All right, listen. We gotta run that news. Run, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, check this out, guys, man. So
it's on the filters being on the pictures.
We are in the middle. We are in the middle of what they're calling a stay-at-home
I'm doing a filter.
Oh!
Look here.
Guys, look at...
Welcome.
What's happening, y'all?
What's going on, man?
Oh, man, Jesus, you playing video games?
The picture is my filter. It's my favorite filter. I got my mic.
Man, you talking shit to handicapped kids, bro?
Oh! Hey, man, the bullet is flowing over here, yo. I'm the only one drinking.
I dig that, man. I had to go to the bottom myself for this.
Hey, we should do this every day. It's like a family reunion. We all connected.
This is cool.
I'm here for that.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? We here. Salute. Hey, Smiggle, what kind of wine you got over there?
Merlot.
Oh,
Going on? I'll take
not mine.
All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. Listen. The computer's fancy, and Zoom is showing us love. However, it can't keep up with our conversation, right? So when you ask a question to somebody, give them a minute to answer. Pause for a minute before you say something, all right? I tell you what, y'all on my nerves, but I'm trying to let y'all know y'all need to chill so we can all get all the conversation in. The heavy hitters loves y'all. And you know what? As a host, I gotta take control. If I change the settings and mute everybody, it's me the Moose Show. Dang, okay. D-Lo, you going all in.
Hey, man, we're about to be locked down. I hope I did not say that too quickly.
No, you good.
Hey, I've got some good news if you guys want to hear it.
All right, go. We got good news from Mingle.
Okay, so I can't. So there's a university in Indiana. I can't say which one because they've not made it public yet. But any student that is enrolled right now and comes back in the fall, they're going to give them tuition, room, and board.
Yo, that's dope.
Oh, man, good job, Ivy Tech.
And they're also paying all the staff and professors and everything all the way through August, even if they can't.
Ron doing the job.
What?
Morris Brown is the best.
Seriously, that's pretty cool.
Right.
That is amazing, man.
Man, shout out.
I'll be checked.
And I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you something else. Moose will throw in all the Pressos out of the Chex Mix bag because I don't eat those. So I'll also throw those in on that mix.
Are you giving away free tuition, Sweet? Oh, first of all, is it Mingle or Smeagol?
It's Smingle, man.
I'm confused. Is it with him?
It's Smingle.
Yeah.
I thought it was Smingle with an S.
It is Smingle.
Why you call him Mingle?
Don't worry about it, man.
Oh, no, you
Black
can't.
mouth.
I was like, is it Mingle? Am I been saying it wrong the whole time?
My last name is Mingle.
I'm gonna see. Look at me. I've been drinking bullets since.
Yeah, slow down. All right, run, go.
Dude, so we should have had 2 weeks ago.
I was just going to say that even with the stay at home, not a whole lot has changed. So, D'Lo, you can still go out tomorrow and buy alcohol because grocery stores and liquor stores are still open.
Is the tree man still open?
He's never closing.
What?
That's all I need to know.
Yeah,
there you go.
He's never closing. And all right, so I had this conversation. Hey, Rizzy, and Run and D-Lo. So,
Yo,
is the liquor store essential? Is the liquor store essential travel? Go.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Oh, damn, Riz.
not for me, bro.
Is the Red Guard essential travel?
It's. I'm not going to entertain that one.
Why not, bro? I mean,
No, dude.
If you
No, Joe. Going on a liquor run is not worth it.
I'm not just gonna look around.
If you go by the community rule of no more than 10, if if you go to Red Garter, if you get a private dance, you're right.
No, because you have to be within 6 feet of somebody.
Oh, yeah, 6 feet.
Well,
Yeah.
you can still one-on-one. It has to be a lap dance.
That's hilarious.
See, I'm like Smiggle's thinking.
6 feet away.
Hey, so real quick. All right, so listen up. I'm gonna finish my story. I'm gonna finish my
6 feet.
Listen, I'm gonna finish my list I started like an hour ago. All right, so for essential travel, grocery stores, like we talked about that. Pharmacies are still good. Medical offices are still good. Medical offices, hospitals are still good. Gas stations are still open. And for the heavy hitters, legs are still open as well, guys. We understand how that goes. All right, so
what is leg? What is that?
Did you say what's
will
legs?
not be closing.
Legs are not closing.
What is that? What is that?
Hey, and by the way, I was gonna say it here first. The heavy hitters will be opening COVID Corona daycare in January and February of 2021, and you're getting 20% off if your child was born in December or February of next year. All right, you get 20% discount.
Legs. I got you now.
Yeah,
Take me a minute.
For sure. That's okay. That's happening. And so because we know for a fact.
Over there playing Fortnite.
What's that?
Jeezy's over there playing Fortnite.
He's doing something. Hey, I tell you what, Books, while you're on here, man, can you give us some information on some new music? Matter of fact, I was looking on Apple for Ponderosa and I could not find it. So I'm gonna look it up right now. But can you give us some heads up on some new music?
Yeah, man, definitely. That new Jadakiss is incredible. I finally got a chance to listen to it, man, and I'm talking about just incredible lyricism, good East Coast beats, hard, rugged, a little bit dark, man. If y'all not rocking with that new Jadakiss, man, you absolutely should be. Real hip hop. It's thorough. It's worth the playback multiple times.
Hey, don't he have the song on there with old boy from the Clips?
Yeah, he's got a song with T too.
Oh man, I heard that today.
Yeah,
that joint hard.
Yeah.
Hey, D-Lo, I'm gonna tell you my favorite one. D-Lo, I'm gonna tell you my favorite man is Me. I play that all the time, boy.
It's cold, man.
Yeah, no, I play that all the time. Yeah.
Cold piece, brother. Yeah, man, but definitely a lot of hot new singles out there right now. Of course, The Box is still hot. That joint Side is real hot right now. You're seeing like all the different social media challenges go up regarding. So, man, there's some good music to vibe to right now. I actually heard a local cat, an R&B cat, man. He had a lot of soul. Pull up his name in a second. I think it's like E something. I can't remember his name, but it's posted on my Facebook page. Man, this guy's got great soul, a little bit neo-soul, hardcore dose of electric guitar. I'm talking about this is thorough. But before the show is over, I will actually have his name because I've got to support my uncles.
Okay. All right, very cool, man. Tell us about Stevie Two Stone and what you got going with that, man.
Man, we got a lot going on with Stevie Two Stone, so we're hoping for this this whole COVID-19 thing to pass so that we can get some shows out there with Stevie Two Stone. And the Ponderosa joint is going crazy, so we've got a Ponderosa challenge, and we're done still got a pot of about $450, but we were doing a $500 giveaway, $50 each day that we pick a winner. So definitely encourage our listeners, anybody checking out the show, tap in with us, tap into my Facebook page, my Instagram page, check out the Ponderosa Dance, submit your entry, pick a winner, you can win $50. It's just that easy.
That's what's up.
Yo, so the R&B album from the local cat, his name is E. Vincent. The album is called Alpha. So if you're looking for some good R&B with electric guitar, it's a dope combination, a winning formula in my opinion. So check out the E. Vincent album, Alpha.
Okay. All right. Alpha. All right. Man, I'll tell you, Jeezy, you need to quit it because you're gonna be a mess here in a minute.
No, I'm in my house, so I'm good. I'm good. I ain't gotta go nowhere but upstairs.
Right. That makes me nervous. You are like 6'9", man.
I'm good.
Hey, man, Heavy Hitters Radio Show. You are listening to our simulcast. You always got to start talking, man. Just chill for 1 second. Let me do the promo.
You got him muted.
We back? We back now? Hey, folks, Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. This is Moose, a.k.a. Big House. We had a simulcast, man. So we on Zoom, man. We doing video. We're also on Spreaker.com, man. That's us. As a matter of fact, we'll be on YouTube and all of your podcasting networks tonight. We got the star of the show, man, the one and only LGZ Mbaku that has an apostrophe that he now knows how to use. We also have the lady of the show. We have the current lady of the show, Run. M. Yeah, she's up in here, man. She's up in here. And then we have the past lady of the show, folks. Give it up for the one and only
Rizzy. Rizzy, what's happening?
Yes, Rizzy. She's up in here. She's up in here, man. And I tell you what, man, we got that other smooth voice, man. Our resident DJ, man, D-Lo G.
D-Lo G on the ones and twos.
Yes.
And make sure you check out my Facebook Live. I was late because I was on Facebook Live. Mix my man. Shout out Arlo Gritty MCing for me tonight.
Shout out Gritty.
You did that tonight? You did one tonight?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Give us the particulars, man, so people can go back and listen to it after they get done with us.
Yo, so I went on there tonight. I had to do a clean version. Like Sunday night, I went in and it was way adult. It was way way offensive to a lot of women. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately, Mama hollered at me. She said, "Yo, if you're gonna do something clean. I'll stick around, watch, pay attention." So some of my dudes cleaned it up tonight. R&B, old school. We was rocking. Gritty MCing for me. So it's out there. Facebook, DJ Long Green, DEE, the left J, Long Green, in that thing.
All right, man. Well, yeah, for sure. And then, man, we have our resident. Man, everybody's going in tonight. It's gonna be a mess tonight. We also have our resident meme coordinator, man, and actually really a main contributor to our show, man. Shout out to Smingle. What's up, Smingle?
Smingle.
What's going on?
You good?
Chill, great.
Hey, guys.
I didn't see you eat.
I was going to say, man, if you ever seen Smingle's social media, he's always posting stuff on there like it's the Food Network, man. Smothered potatoes with rosemary covered turkey with Endicott grapes. You know what I'm saying? Like he has all that, man. I have some roasted currants tonight with sesame oil. I mean, he is doing it, man. Smingle, tell us about your culinary skills over there.
Yeah, well, it all comes from love to eat, so I learned to cook. But chili tonight, yeah, it was onions, red pepper, green pepper, orange pepper, bunch of spices, meat, onion. Yeah.
I'm impressed. I canned ravioli.
I got left.
Can I get to you before 11:59?
Sure. Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm hip. So right, man. So like it is 9:24. What are we on? Are we on Eastern Standard Time still right now? So on Eastern Standard Time, it's it's 9:24. So in 3 hours, 9, 10, 11, yeah. So in about 3 hours, or I guess 3.5 hours, the stay at home happens, unless you have essential travel, which is interesting because I think most of the folks that work nowadays are going to say it's essential travel. if you have to work, you're going there, and you're going to say your sense of travel. And I know that what happens is they have like a letter that says, "Here's where I'm going. Here's my ID." I know that I work at a school in my 40, and so I've been delivering food, and since I've been doing that, I have a letter in my car and my ID. So if I'm stopped, they can say, "Well, what are you doing?" I'm saying, "Listen, I'm delivering food to my families from my school." So all of us, pretty for the most part, have essential travel, which is very interesting. Hey guys, heavy hitters, are you ready to have a little bit of fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we need to for sure. All right, Jeezy, I'm sure you've been home watching Netflix. Run, you've been watching Netflix. I need to have
Hulu Premium.
Man, Hulu Premium. We need to have a rundown of the brews and reviews of all the shows that we need to be watching. And matter of fact, I have some too. So if that's tripping y'all out. Matter of fact, I got one on right now. It's right next to me. I don't know if you guys can see the flash every now and again, but it's the show called Moonshiners. And like the one that's on now is like they actually make the moonshine, and the winner then gets like a contract. Man, I can't get enough of that show. So anyway, Moonshiners is one of, and I give it.
It's safe to say it's all pilgrims, dog.
No,
right?
No, there was a brother on there the other day. Because you got to think about it. These are legal distillers that are on the show now, and the guys that they were filming in secret now.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And so yeah. What's that?
Was it the token brother?
Well, so far it's only been one, so I guess he would be considered a token. For sure. Who's Hey guys. I think I don't know where she's at, but I think the big sis done chimed in somewhere. She sure has. She sure has.
There she is.
What's up, the big sis?
Hey, I'm not playing to show a face yet.
Listen, guys. If you're not talking, hit the. Listen, if you're not talking, hit your mute button, because man, my goodness, it like comes through and it's crazy sounding. All right. So, Run. You're gonna go first. You're gonna go first with brews and reviews. All right, go.
I sure can. So I shared some brews and reviews last week, and since last week I've watched more television. So here's the two highlights. Number one, on Hulu, Little Fires Everywhere. It has Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington, and at this point they released 3 episodes. I'm slightly sad that I can't just binge watch the whole series because I enjoy that. So this one will keep me on track. I can only watch 1 episode a week because of all they're releasing. They released the first 3 all together, which was smart. It got everybody hooked. There's lots of unanswered questions that everybody wants to know. I'm going to go 0 brew. Today on Netflix, I started watching Tiger King. Whoa, everyone should watch it. It's the biggest train wreck ever. It's like this Hilljack dude, like that Hilljack dude can picture with a handlebar mustache and a mullet who's gay. He owns all these tigers and he has this zoo, and it's just like every moment when something new happens, I find myself saying, "What the pineapple?" Everyone should watch it. It's total garbage television, but I think the whole wide world should see it. He like fights with this lady in Florida who he is spreading rumors that killed her husband, her tigers. I mean, just like totally messed up. Everyone should watch it. It's on Netflix. Tiger King. I'll be done with it. I have an episode and a half left.
Hey, real quick.
Brews, but I think everybody should still watch it.
Real quick, you said pineapples. Can you explain to our neighbors what pineapples means?
Yes, pineapple is our safe word. So you can insert. So for me, I said what the pineapple. You can insert whatever word you want there. The one I was thinking of had 4 letters and started with an F. But that's our safe word. So sometimes we try to say it before we go on a rant, Jeezy, where we know we're going to cuss a lot or say super inappropriate things. So if you have children, that means earmuffs. If you're an adult that doesn't like vulgar language, it also means earmuffs. Everybody else, it just means we're about to say something. No.
If you're an adult and you don't like vulgar language, you're weird.
Well, some people don't like it. It makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and guess what, guys? Sometimes parents listen to us with their children in the car and stuff. And matter of fact, all the children are home now. So if we want people to listen to us, we need to, because the kids are crawling all over them. So we got to make it so that they can listen to all of us. Hey, Riz.
Put in your AirPods.
Have you been watching any Netflix and stuff like that?
I don't have Netflix. I have Hulu.
Okay. What you watching over there?
But basically, I've been catching up on my shows. My go-tos right now that I'm catching up on are 60 Days In.
What's
have you
that?
ever seen that on A&E?
No, what's that?
It's very interesting. They take regular civilians and put them in jail for 60 days. And basically, they report back to the jail, the sheriff or whoever, on what needs to be improved in the jail, how drugs are being snuck in, how shanks are being snuck in, everything that goes down. Anything that's wrong with the corrections officers not doing their jobs correctly, they get all the inside information.
Can I just say zero bruise? Or actually, I would need a speedball to do that, and I'm gonna say hell to the no. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, I'm not going
to jail. I would do it, and they can tap out. They can, and a lot of them tap out, but yeah. One guy on one season, a guy stayed in for 2 seasons. He was in there for 120 days.
Hold on. He stayed in jail on purpose for 2.
I'm sure, but you can't get paid enough. Like, you could not pay me enough.
Hell no. Hey, pineapples. Hell no. Matter of fact, Leaks. Huh?
It's a good show, though. It's very interesting.
It's good to watch. You know what? I don't understand how you sign up for that joint. Leaks, you got any thoughts about that show?
Man, it's crazy as hell, but I know what dude she's talking about.
You watch it too?
No, I ran across it, so it was kind of interesting because they're trying to make the system better, and you got some crazy stuff that happens inside of that system. And yeah, they be doing like the guy that she's talking about that came back twice. He's actually a police officer.
No. That was a different episode. There's a guy on there now that's doing it again, but this was a previous.
Oh, well, hell no! I wouldn't go back twice.
So wait. Are you telling me there's 2 dudes that went back? There's 2 dudes that went back 2 times to sit in jail just so they could tell on people?
Well, the guy that's in there now for the second time, I believe he's the corrections officer at a different jail. He agreed to go in to pose as an inmate. He went back in a second time, but he's in there basically running the jail. Like, he's the big man in jail. Like, he's got him completely fooled.
He knows what to do.
He's running pineapple.
Jeezy, what you think about that, man?
No, I'm not doing it.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm not volunteering to go to jail. No, I'm cool. I mean, if you bother, they try to mess around and keep me or something.
Say what?
You got Leaks muted. He over there talking.
I did.
Yeah,
Talking too much.
He talking up a storm.
You're talking too much. That's why I had to mute him, man. That's cool. All right, Rizzy, what else? What else you got? What else you watching? Oh, sorry.
So the other show I'm watching.
What else you watching?
Is Love at First Sight.
Is that a real thing?
Mm-hmm. It's a real show.
Hey, hold on, Jeezy. The ladies of the show are chiming in.
If it's love at first sight, are you giving it up on the first date? Yeah.
No, wait. I'm wrong. It's called Married at First Sight.
Oh.
That even works.
Oh, heck no, man. All right, Jeezy, pause for a second. Jeezy, pause for a second because I'm going to give you the last word. All right. The Big Sis.
Physical distance.
Married at First Sight.
It's like no one in the department where we were.
Oh, she's on the phone, man. Look, she's tripping.
Since I was on.
All right, Run. You open. Run's open. And Riz open. Leaks is open. All right, guys. Married at First Sight. Tell me about it.
Can Leaks talk about it?
Go.
I can tell you about it. So
you could tell us about it. You already been through that?
Look, he always trying to holler at somebody.
You
hey, man, you need to holler at her not on here, man. Actually, you know what?
No, not like that.
No, I know.
It's not like that. See, you take it the wrong way.
Oh gosh, just go, Riz. Tell us about it.
okay, so there's these experts that match people together. There's a bunch of people that sign up for this show. They fill out extensive profiles, and these experts match people according to the profiles they fill out in a big, long questionnaire. And the people don't meet each other until they go to the altar to get married.
Insane. There's no way. There's no way.
No.
There are couples that have stayed together, that are still together and have kids together.
What?
Those people are real thirsty.
So they met on, like, at the altar they met. When they met, it was like, hey, Moose, will you take Riz to be your lawfully wedded wife? And Riz, will you take Moose to be your lawfully wife? And we both say I do. That day.
Can you back out?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I mean, you can, but no one's ever backed out. In the first season, a girl almost had a panic attack because she thought the dude was ugly. And he was, but they're still married to this day with kids.
You said he was. He was ugly?
It was about the money.
Hey, but they're still married. They've been married for years now with kids. That was the first season.
What? Mm-hmm. All right, so you got this show where obviously now multiple people, so it's been on for years and years and years. Multiple people have been on this show and they get married. Jeezy, go.
It is proof that a woman will marry an ugly man, but a man ain't marry an ugly woman.
That's not true.
Doing that.
That's a lie.
We not doing that. She walk up and she ugly, it's over. Hey, I need y'all to go ahead and it's over with. Take me out of here. I'm not going through with it.
There's a couple. It's a black couple that are on there. They were on a couple seasons ago, and he was not attracted to that girl at all. But they are still married, and she's pregnant. She's pregnant.
Jeezy could not do it. Maybe I'm on the show. Maybe I'm in the kiddie pool. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm in the kiddie pool. It's shallow over here.
I wouldn't even be able to. Like, You know, if I walked up there and she wasn't good looking, I'm like I'd have this face. Moose, will you take this one being married with your wife? No, I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, she has to have something that I want. Like, it has to be something that I look at like, no, I can work with that. I can work.
When that one girl, she had a complete meltdown. Like, she had to walk away she had a complete meltdown. She hated to go on the honeymoon. She did not want him touching her. It was all bad. And they're still married to this day with kids.
How, okay, let me ask you this.
Who loves him now? Like, they actually host the show now.
How does she get over it, Riz? How does she get over it?
Just being, I mean, they were matched together for a reason.
So you telling me that the psychologists and the doctors put them together and it worked out after a while? Mm-hmm. Dr. Jeezy, you say, Dr. Jeezy, you say what? It was that wood, right?
What's up, baby? She's like, okay. It's over with. She can forgive him. All is forgiven. It's over with. But no, that's crazy. Like,
he was like, hi.
Who could be with an unattractive person and be cool with it?
Every woman I ever dated.
Yeah, we all shallow.
Every woman I ever dated has been with an unattractive.
I would not do it, but it's an interesting show.
Hey, I gotta sleep with you, man. I gotta sleep with you. I just couldn't do it.
Every woman I ever dated has been with an unattractive person, and she made it. They did all right. You know what I'm saying?
They found something they like about you, though. It was like, no, his beard is sexy. They can roll with that.
Right. Oh, he takes care of children. He's so cute.
Right.
They ain't got nothing to do with it.
So cute. He's cute.
Right.
He had a cute nose.
Oh, I love the way you love Michigan.
Right.
Heavy Ears Radio. The Heavy Ears Radio Show, man. This is Moose's Big House, man. I got 3 shirts on. Matter of fact, you can see them even. Look, there's 3. There's 1, 2, and then the blue one is 3. The star of the show, man, is the one and only A-Jeezy.
No, Smeagol look high as hell right now.
It's probably that wine he's drinking, man. Get him up there. And
well,
then
his eyes is all half closed.
Yeah, we got the lady of the show, man. Run. C. She's up in here. She's up in here.
Selfie.
Take your selfie. Put your filter on. Make yourself prettier.
And then, man, we got the past lady of the show, man. The one and only Rizzy, man. So glad you're hanging with us tonight, homegirl. We appreciate you, man. We're so glad you're here, man. For sure. We are glad you're in here. And then look, there's Smeagol, guys. He wouldn't even say nothing, but he's like, his picture just comes up. There's Smeagol with a 2019 polar bear shirt on. Me, if you can tell the level of where we are in the world. My shirt is 2004. That's where I got my clothes from. His clothes are from 2019. I just want to put that out there to you. All right. And matter of fact, I'm the first brother to ever swim in what is that? Eagle Creek. I'm the first brother to swim in Eagle Creek in February. And by the way, Jeezy's gonna do the polar bear plunge, but now it's in March. It's starting to get warm. No. It's starting to get warm right now. When I did it, it was snow emergencies and it was cold. It's in March. It could possibly be 50 degrees when you do it. When I did it,
that water's still cold.
When I did it, they had to chainsaw the water open and they had to put a churner in there to keep it rolling because it kept freezing on contact. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, man.
The water's still cold.
I will virtually polar plunge.
I ain't doing none of it. I ain't virtually doing it or regular doing it. I ain't doing none of that. Not none of it. For shizzle. Oh look, there's hey guys. Look, there's
And while I was doing that training,
look, she's still on the phone. That's so funny. All right, so D-Lo, if you want to get back in.
Doing the training.
Right. I know I had to check her out. All right, so was Mingo, you have any Bruiser reviews?
Yeah, Netflix, Outlander.
What is it called?
It's called Outlander.
All right.
It's actually a British series. So it starts off with this couple right after World War II, and the woman was a nurse in the army, and her husband, he was in the army too, but I'm not sure his role was, but they're going on their like second honeymoon, and they go to Scotland, and they come across this area where sort of like a Stonehenge type thing where there's monuments and stones around. That's a druid site.
All right.
And she goes to visit it and touches the stone, and she gets transported back into like the 1600s.
Yeah, brother couldn't do that.
Do what?
Yeah, brother couldn't do that. We get transported to 1600s with.
Well, it's kind of like, so she's British, and she gets transported back. She's to Ireland, or Scotland, I mean, and so that's when the Irish and the Scots are fighting, and so she gets picked up, by actually it's a British guy, a British soldier, sees her first, and he's getting ready to rape her.
Oh wow!
And the Scottish clan comes by, and they rescue her from him. But they think that she might be an English spy. And so it's pretty interesting, really. It's pretty good.
What's it called?
I'd give it between 0 and 1.
All right. What's it called again?
Called Outlander.
All right. I said, well, you got any more with, man, where you can give it real quick with it?
There's a lot of nudity, too.
It's called Outlander? I need to write that down real quick.
Yeah.
I write that down immediately. Jeezy's in.
I'm all in. All right, Mingo, you got any more real quick? Oh, that good? You good?
Yeah, that's really the only thing that's sparked my interest right now.
I bet it is. Nudity. All right, go. I'm going to meet you real quick. Hey, D-Lo. You got any for me?
Yo, I've been home with kids.
Okay, so you've been watching Disney Channel then.
I can tell you about Teen Titans.
Talk to us about it.
Teen Titans, man. It's a show that I love to hate, man. I watch all the time. It's on my TV. I've got one television in my home, and I've got 4 kids. So the opportunity for me to watch much television isn't there. So, but Teen Titans, man, I do thoroughly enjoy that particular cartoon. Got a couple dope movies, couple dope mini movies. Yo, highly recommend it. I'm going to have to give Teen Titans 1 brew.
Nice.
All right. 1 brew. Teen Titans. And now, let me ask you this, Jeezy, you might know this too. Have they come out with a live action version of the Teen Titans yet?
This is a cartoon, and then there's one on DC. There's an actual series on DC called Titans.
Okay. Is it live action, or is it?
It's live action. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's graphic. It's supposed to be pretty graphic too. It's called Titans on the DC network.
Okay. All right. Hey man, thanks for the feedback. All right, Jeezy, did you do all yours yet? The Bruiser reviews?
Actually, man, like the one I'm watching currently is For Life. It's on ABC. You can catch it on Tuesday nights. It's on the 9.
It's on what?
Right ABC.
Oh, I thought you said AME. I thought you said what? I thought you was watching OWN. OWN.
Yeah, For Yeah, For Life is
The 50
cool.
Cent show?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. And then Brooklyn Nine-Nine is always, if you want to get kind of light in the mood comedy, you can't go wrong with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, man, on Hulu. I watch it on Hulu. Like, I know Rizzy, I went in and sprung the extra $6 for Hulu Premium. It is so worth it to not watch commercials. Like the premium cuts you down to about 38 to 42 minutes.
How much are you paying a month?
$11. I know regular Hulu is like $5.99. I paid the extra $6 just not to watch commercials.
I get mine for free through Sprint, but I'll have to see how much it is to upgrade.
Yeah, because they think the commercials be key. Even though like 30 seconds or 60 seconds, you're like, and you can see little lines in there. I'm like, oh, here we go. With the premium, just breathe through it. Also, Black Market. You ever seen Black Market? It's on Vice, but also it's on Hulu. It's pretty cool, man. They go through like carjacking, how it's kind of big, and then you got like gun runners and how they run guns and all that kind of stuff, man. That's pretty cool.
All right, man. I'm tell you, I like the Vice Network. They had a show. They have a couple cooking shows on there. With Nori did one, and Bam Bam Baklava did one. So I enjoyed those. Hey, so check this out, guys. I've been watching a lot of Netflix. I finished the DC a show where they're on the Wave Rider, and they're kind of traveling around and like doing solving crimes and getting the time in order. You know what I'm talking about? And then I tell you what though, if you guys are hip are heroes, like if you like heroes, Constantine was on there. Jeezy, do you know who Constantine was? He took a break, didn't he? Does anybody else know who Constantine was? Well, Constantine was on there, and he's all about black magic and in the other realm. And so that show took a huge dive into that realm, and it was pretty crazy. So I've been watching that quite a bit, and then lately now I'm on the latest season of All American, and holy cow, like it is on and popping. Any of you guys been watching that at all?
I watched it in real time. I was taken through the ringer of emotions. It was a lot. It's a good season.
Yeah, so man, I give that 0 brews for sure, because I enjoyed every second of it. So man, I give that 0 brews. And that's what I've been watching. I'm looking at if I'm gonna watch some. And also when I'm working out, I watch a little bit of the Madam C.J. Walker story. I just started that at the end of last week, so I'll watch a little bit tomorrow when I'm working out tomorrow. So I'll check out the Madam C.J. Walker story as well. It's real good. It's funny because they were in St. Louis and they moved to Indianapolis, so they have a lot of Indianapolis references and whatnot. Although they didn't film not one second in Indiana, which upsets me. But I understand the reason they didn't. One reason they didn't is because the film crews the film companies don't get tax breaks for filming in our state, and the other part is that it was wintertime, and so it's too cold, and so which is weird to me because they were in Canada when they filmed it. So I give that one 0 brews. I give that one 0 brews as well. What's that?
Isn't it cold in St. Louis like it is here?
But they didn't film it in St. Louis either. They were in Canada, actually. I checked it out. So when they filmed it, they were in Canada, which doesn't make any sense.
Seems like it would be cold.
What's that?
It seems like it would be cold there too.
Right. All right. So
did they call it Indiana?
Call it what?
Did they call us Indiana?
No. They did not call us Indiana. They did not do that. Hey guys, I tell you what, I gotta step away for a second. So Ron, you and you and D-Lo, man, kind of run this part. I tell you what we need, and you know, get with Rizzy. Rizzy knows what to do, and Smingo knows what to do. You guys go for a minute. I'm gonna step away for a hot second. All right.
Yes.
All right, go.
Have we had any run that news?
We already did run that news.
Damn
all
it.
of it. Sorry, I know this would be a good time to do it.
Did you do any black stories?
Kanye West was in one of them.
He's Kardashian.
And Stedman.
Stedman. Can we do a recap on Stedman?
Yeah, he is quarantined himself in the doghouse, aka the guest house, because Oprah's like, "You are not bringing COVID into my house." So
did he test positive?
So it doesn't actually say that he tested positive, which I did say earlier that he was positive, but it seems like he has been exposed. He has been not social distancing and like, no, sir, I've been social distancing. I get to stay in the house. You're in the guest house outside. So I'm picturing that he's like on the other side of like in the cabana. I don't know for that to be true, but that's how I see it in my mind.
Gotcha.
They're probably
a question for you
from inside their houses, or I guess they could be on either side of the pool, standing outside. That would be far enough apart.
True.
It only takes 6 feet, guys. And by the way, Michigan probably would have won the national championship this year in the.
You're just saying that because you're so upset over last year.
Well, no.
When they lost and I won the bracket because I did not have them winning.
Ron, did you all talk about Andrew Gillum?
No.
I think that's kind of an interesting story. So he was the guy that was running against Ron DeSantis, Florida, for governor in 2018, and he came real close to defeating DeSantis in the election. Anyway, so he was his story is that he was at a wedding in another part of Florida a couple weeks ago. There was a guy there on meth who passed out a drug overdose. The same guy happened to also be a male escort. And they were there with another guy. So 3 guys, hotel room. Andrew Gillum is they point the finger at him as being one of the guys there and certainly a prominent figure in Florida. So anyway, the police this past week released some photos of the crime scene and the picture of Andrew Gillum on the floor naked.
Stop it.
In the room with 2 other dudes, including a male escort. And he's a married dude with 3. Came within a few votes of becoming the Florida governor. Is his political career done?
So see, now that it's out, maybe if he would have been smart, he would have called Olivia Pope and she'd have fixed it. That stuff usually doesn't come out for years and years. I would say,
like someone from the police department leaked the photos.
Yeah, that person's gonna be in some trouble. Probably not for a little while. It won't come from the police department. That's crazy. I think, yes, the political career, that police officer is going to be behind a desk for a really, really, really long time. Not in the field.
It's kind of a story, I think.
It is funny. And awkward.
Of course it's awkward because a couple weeks ago, when he was named in the report, he said, I've got an alcohol problem, a drinking problem, I want to go to rehab. And so apparently he checked himself into rehab. We thought the story was done.
Maybe he needs multiple kinds of rehab.
He needs sausage rehab.
Gross. He might, though. He might need that.
I'm just saying.
But if you say no homo, then it counts, right? Then it's not homo, right?
I don't know if you can say no homo in a room full of other dudes and you're butt naked, passed out on the floor, and one of those guys is an escort.
Maybe he was just really hot because he had been drinking.
Yeah. He was sexually assaulted.
He was assaulted. That's it. Yeah. Nothing to do with it, I'm sure.
Allegedly.
Sure.
Welcome.
Allegedly.
Hey. What are we alleging?
Just the whole story, allegedly.
She was adding it on to the end of mine. He was assaulted, allegedly.
I'm adding it on to the whole segment. Allegedly, he was. Allegedly, there was.
Maybe that needs to be a whole new segment.
Allegedly. Hey, I
think it could work.
I mean, but I think it's hard to really justify allegedly here when there's photo evidence of you passed out naked on the floor.
You're assuming I was passed out, allegedly.
All it means is that I didn't have clothes on. That's all you can really say from that photo.
It appears.
Correct.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah. Practice political self for tomorrow. That's all.
Solid practice.
Have to.
What's tomorrow, the big sis?
Normally we have a quarterly meeting with our customers, but in light of our current situation in the world, the pandemic, we are having a virtual meeting. I struggle when I'm there in person, so you can imagine how much I struggle being here at my house by myself on a webinar for 6 hours.
Wow.
Just turn your video off.
I got plans. I see cell phone plugged into computer speakers, so no matter what I'm doing or where I go, I can still hear.
Perfect.
This evening, I've been dealing with the fact that there was a confirmed case in our building on my floor.
Wow.
Yeah. For me, I almost went. It was last Tuesday, last day that person was there, and I almost went in that Tuesday. And just the last minute, I went outside and no cars had moved. Everybody was still parked. And I just called and I said, look, nobody's leaving and coming to, going anywhere. I don't feel comfortable being out here. They already sent me to Texas the week before. So the week before everything snowballed, I'm flying around in Texas with my coronavirus kit, backpack, disinfectant wipes, gloves, mask, Purell. Well, not Purell, but hand sanitizer. So they said, well, just go on and stay home. And I did not go in that day. So I have not been in that building since the 5th of May. And this makes 4 people now in our building.
Wow. So with that many confirmed cases, do the people that were around them automatically qualify for testing?
They haven't said. Now, I understood from the first case that they checked with people that person contact with to determine and recommended they get tested. And out of that first set that was reported, there were two that worked close together, and both of them did test positive. Now, so far, they've not contacted anyone on our floor to say that we were in contact or potentially in contact. I know I wasn't because like I said, I haven't been in that building since I traveled for a week, and then I've been home since last week. So far, no, but they would have the local nurse contact us. I don't know if that speeds us up, but that does give us permission to get tested.
Well, thank God for your fortune and your timing.
What are you saying? Because I was literally in my car getting ready to go to the building, and I just sat down and I said, let me try to call her because I really don't feel comfortable leaving when no one else has left this building.
Right.
So, It's been interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing like I've ever seen in my life.
Which is the crazy part about this, and all the things that I'm 40, so in all the things that I've seen in 40 years, to think that I've never seen anything like this, I'm humbled by this whole process that we're going through. I have no idea how to embrace it. I have no idea how to truly believe that I'm accurately prepared for these next couple of weeks, because I have no idea what to expect. And I'm a little bit nervous about what happens on the other side. I mean, does this open us up to pandemics in the near future?
Hey guys, I'm Mus Moose. I'm back, and real quick, I did a little research today. So obviously, in our history, if we are anywhere from 70 on lower, would be our listenership. We've had the Vietnam War, obviously, and we've had 9/11, and maybe the remnants of what is that? There was one more war before Vietnam. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank right this second, but
Korean War.
Korean War, yes, ma'am. Thank you. So what we've had is we've had Korean War, we've had Vietnam, which was a humongous deal. We've had 9/11, which didn't, for some reason, didn't impact us like this. And then don't get me wrong, by the way, guys, we've had SARS in the last several years. We've had MERS, MERS, in the last several years. We've had swine flu. We've had H1N1, which is Riz. Am I right? H1N1 is bird flu, right? Is that right? Riz, the H1N1 was bird flu, or excuse me, swine flu. I'm trying to unmute you. Maybe there you go. Is that right?
Sorry, what did you say?
The H1N1 was one of them. So one of them was swine flu, one of them was bird flu. H1N1 was swine, right? And bird flu was something else. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
So I checked on all that stuff, man, and so we've never had anything like this. Now, if you go forward though, during World War I, World War II, there were these very similar things happening where it really touched several people and several generations and the whole country. We just haven't had that yet. Or what you would consider our forefathers had that, but we haven't had that. What do you guys think about the fact? What do you guys think about the fact that is a real thing now, where these catastrophes, these pandemics happen, and I think the only difference is, because they've happened throughout centuries, is that we know about it. We can talk about it. We hear about everything that's happening in Italy and in France and in Germany and in Africa and in Canada and in Kentucky and down the street. In Avon. We hear about all of it. So that's what makes it a little more, one, safer, two, less scary because we hear about it, and three, we should be more prepared because we have some information. What do you guys think? I'm gonna mute myself. So if in case I make noise in my background, you guys go ahead.
The only thing we had that's close to this is the flu of 1918, which a lot of people comparing this to. Is that flu where it kind of spread through and killed like millions of people. But I go back to what I said earlier. It's just leadership, not being prepared. Getting rid of people in important places that can potentially have had us more prepared with supplies, or more prepared with more able to have a vaccine closer to being ready than what it is. He's still talking about a vaccine is literally 18 months away.
At the minimum, yeah.
The other thing that's a little more scary in this day and age is people travel around so much more than what they did back then. I mean, you born in one area, you grew up around there, and maybe you moved to the next county or the next town or something like that. And today, you fly around the world at a moment's notice.
Yeah, like no problem. Be able to move around. That's crazy how like it started in China in this one kind of town, and it just spread across the whole entire world as fast as it did. And that's pretty crazy. But it shows how small the world actually is. How connected we all are, because right. To go from patient 0 to where it is now across the whole globe, in a matter of months is crazy. So, I mean, hopefully, some things will, I know one thing everybody keep harping on, saying that warm weather should change it, but I'm like, no, it's warm in California, it's warm in Florida, and they got cases. It's warm in Arizona. So, you know what I'm saying? It's warm in places where they have cases. So, I mean, I know the president got on TV and said that the warm climate should stop it, but that's not true at all.
It's just going to disappear like a miracle.
Yeah, and he said those exact words.
Yeah. And man, I mean, you guys understand. You guys do understand, though,
do
that.
You think that the conspiracy theories behind this are holding weight here in America? I heard today that I thought was a little interesting because I hadn't considered it, and I am a conspiracy theorist of my own.
I have a video for you. I had a video for you. You need to watch it.
Here we go. Well, hey, hold on, guys. Hold on.
I want to hear it.
No, I'll let her. But here's what's happening, guys.
This was to impact the census.
We are getting ready to get into some stuff that is hearsay and conjecture. So the heavy hitters do not hold this as true, and we're not promoting it.
I do.
We do not hold this as true, and we are not saying that this is the way it is, but we are just putting out the news that we've heard. Are you guys ready? Go, big sis.
What did you hear today? I want to hear this.
Allegedly, that's what we decided to name this segment.
That's right.
Thank you. Allegedly. No, it was just these guys were having a conversation, and they were questioning whether or not people being told to shelter in place was, in fact, a way to discourage people from completing the census. This is a year that we take the census, and the census decides so much about our livelihoods for the next decade, that if we're sheltered in place, if we're confused, if we are suspicious, that we're not going to take part in the census. We're not out the applications, and then we won't have people who are willing to walk the streets to go to the addresses that don't send census back in.
No, I don't think that's it.
That's interesting. Since we're doing, I think it's very interesting. I might subscribe a little bit to that, but I got one.
So why do all the other countries do that?
Well, my conspiracy theory that I want to
wait. I got more to the census. It's in the Constitution, Article 1, Section 2, maybe, that it has to happen every 2 years.
10.
Every 10. Every 2. Every 10. And here in Indiana, they've already moved part of our election process, right? It's already changed. The primary's moved. And so when they enact certain laws that prohibit movement and all those kind of things. And I'm trying to think what the name of it is, and I apologize, I can't think of what the name of it is right this second. That it does shape the way we can vote. It shapes the way our economy works because if people are sheltered in place, then it pretty much keeps it how it was, or how they can shape it from a city level. That is a real thing that happens, folks. Heavy Hitters Radio Show is telling you right now that there are changes that can happen because of this. All right, Jeezy, go ahead.
Well, I think Smiggle has something on the census real quick.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Smig.
Well, I was just going to say, if you look at who that would actually impact, trying to, coming out and saying, "Oh, I'm going to get, everything going again. We're going to go back to work. We're going to do all this, that thing." That would really, if you want to think of keeping people from filling out the census, that's probably more of a benefit to, the GOP side and that kind of thing. So by him saying, "No, we're going to get back going," that's almost the reverse. I mean, I don't buy that. Can certainly have an impact for sure, but I don't buy that's the reason they're doing it. All the other countries, they use that same strategy, try to slow the spread down. That's all I'm saying.
All right, we appreciate that, man. Jeezy, what's up?
Well, since we call this our little conspiracy segment, I think one that obviously with this getting a lot of media attention, was not getting attention is a lot of the pedophile rings that being shut, that's being a lot of people that's up for arrest and getting arrested. So this could be a way of kind of shining the light somewhere else while magicians and the people who are being arrested for these pedophiles and pedophilia and all that kind of stuff, the Harvey Weinstein's can kind of go unnoticed.
Well, let's be clear. Harvey Weinstein had anything. There's nothing about pedophilia from him. It's all women. It's all
no. He's in that circle, he knows when you in that.
It's
circle,
not about pedophilia for him. Don't shut me down. It's not about pedophilia.
You let me talk. I ain't said that for 20 minutes. You cut me off, dog. You cut me off.
All I said is it's not about pedophilia. Let's be clear. Harvey Weinstein is an animal, but he doesn't have anything to do with pedophilia. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to protect you. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else.
Would you let me finish?
All right, I tell you what. Yeah, go ahead and step down that rabbit hole. It's all yours.
When you in those circles, when you in the circle of powerful people, you all hang out together, and you know everything that each and everybody does. You in that circle. Pedophilia might not be your thing, but you know people who are in pedophilia. You know those people. You may not be into raping people, but when you're in that world, you know people who do that. What I'm saying is, they all in those same circles. They know people. If you're a drug dealer, you know other drug dealers. You might sell weed. Weed might be your thing, but you know a few coke dealers. You know them. You know what they do. They may not be your thing, but you know who they are.
And
so you think Harvey Weinstein? So you think Harvey Weinstein didn't know nothing about Jeffrey Epstein? You think they didn't even know each other?
They might have.
That's what you're saying. They had no clue.
They might have hung out.
That's what you're saying?
I'm getting some messages like this says. So did Harvey Weinstein hang out with Subway Jared?
I think they partied together. Yeah.
Oh God, you guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. So it's one of those things.
But I understood him to say that what is happening now with them arresting pedophiles, that stories like Harvey Weinstein are being pushed down. That's how I understood it. But I'm sleepy.
and I mean, and I guess you're right, Jeezy. I should be quiet because this is this is that moment where we're going to talk about conspiracy, and I don't even subscribe to all that, and you guys do, so I should probably be quiet. But I want to be careful with as we for our franchise that we don't subscribe to conjecture. If we're going, if we're going to participate in the information, I'm cool with that, but I just got to be careful with the conjecture. That's all. So Harvey Weinstein was never brought up on charges of like child seduction or nothing like that. His was totally different.
And I never said that he was. I never said that. What I'm saying is that people like him, people in his circle, people who are in positions of power, a lot of them practice pedophilia, and he knows who those people are. So eventually he gonna start talking.
And that's just your opinion, correct?
All right, man.
Right now he's poor thing. He's got coronavirus, so he's got other things that he's dealing with.
I got a question for you guys. Should we call it coronavirus because that's kind of sensationalism, or should we call it by its government name, COVID-19? What do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, so the virus is the coronavirus. The disease is COVID-19.
What does that even mean? You lost me.
Well, it's like a coronavirus. Coronavirus is the generic name.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But this particular strain of it, since it started in China in November 2019, is called COVID-19.
So is it not the 19th strain of this stuff that we've been messing with? Like we've had 18 more before this?
No. The Moons, you've been spreading bad information for months.
I have not. I'm just asking questions, man. I don't know. You know what, Rizzy? Rizzy, you might know. Rizzy, tell us.
I believe it's the year.
So it's the year
we call it COVID-19
because of the year.
The correct term is COVID-19.
That's all I said. The correct term is COVID-19. That corona stuff is for sensationalism.
I vote for COVID-19 only because I can't hear coronavirus without hearing it in Cardi B's voice. Coronavirus!
But here's the thing. This particular strain is not SARS, which was a coronavirus.
Correct.
H1N1 was a flu, but SARS was a coronavirus.
Right.
So this strain is called COVID-19.
Right. I'm with that. All right, guys. Smooth Steak Big House. If you're on the video, you can see I got takeout last night. I'm finishing it up, man. I actually got some Thai food from a Thai place. It's hot. It's real hot, but it's making me happy. All right, and I believe that Michigan should have won the national championship this year in the NCAA. So, you guys ready for a spontaneous game show? There's no excitement whatsoever.
Yes.
You guys don't sound excited at all. All right, so here's what's happening. I want to hear, and by the way, here's how we're going to do it. Everybody's going to get a shot to say who they think their favorite all-time NCAA basketball player, you can use male or female, was, and then who you thought and the reason why they would have won it this year. Are you ready? Man, you guys are not excited about this at all.
I'm confused on the direction.
Yeah, I'm confused on that too.
You want
I don't
us
understand
to
it.
pick a player and a team?
Yeah. So you once again you pick you pick your favorite player, You pick your favorite player all time, and you say, "Here's why I think this guy is the favorite player of all time that played in the NCAA tournament." And then you're gonna say who your current team you think would have won and the reason why. Are we okay with that?
I'd like to go first.
Oh gosh. Ready?
Yeah, because I'm going to bed. I can't play the game. I can go back in ancient history.
All right, go.
That tells too much on me. So, good night, everybody.
No, go ahead.
Good night.
Do your game. Who'd you pick?
Done.
She's out. She's done like that.
No, it's not that I'm out.
Oh,
it's
there you
like,
go.
I don't watch sports closely enough to know and to speak intelligently about it. Now, if they having had the type of situation that they had before, I'm sure given another opportunity at the national championship, Indiana State team led by Larry Bird would probably win this time.
Of course you would say that. Good job. I appreciate you.
But I'm just saying, but they would have to have the same experience of being 33-1, second to none, in order to appreciate winning it this time.
Hey, does anybody realize that somebody might have been there during that time, that they know the stats and all about it?
Right. She ain't Magic to this day.
No, but I'm going to tell you, of course I watched that game, but I was in the dorm and predicted that Michigan was going to win that game. Michigan State was going to win that game, and then couldn't come out of my dorm room afterwards because people were mad at me. But watching the game, I didn't think Magic was that great a player because all he did was gave the ball to somebody else.
That's funny.
That's the truth. Okay, I'm out.
All right, so we got Larry Bird. We got Larry Bird and Indiana State. Who's next?
For my money, my favorite all-time college player, that I think that made me watch growing up had to be Jamal Mashburn. It was like my favorite players. We didn't say best. We said favorite. You said favorite. So Jamal Mashburn was one of my favorite college players.
He did say favorite.
Really?
He obviously played for. Yeah, Jamal Mashburn was one of my favorite college players, and then obviously played for. And I think this year, if a team had an opportunity to win it, I would have to go with Kansas. Probably would be the team that would have pulled it out.
Okay.
This year.
Okay, Jeezy, that's a good pick. And by the way, per our conversation this week, you know who we left out? We left out Sean Elliott.
Ooh.
We left out Sean Elliott.
Yeah.
From
You
Arizona.
said favorite. You just say bet.
No. I'm talking about per our top 64. Remember we had that conversation earlier this week?
ESPN forgot. Yeah, ESPN did some goofy shit.
Sean Elliott from Arizona. Remember him? Couple years. He had a great couple years. And we forgot, oh man, there was another one. See, and I forgot him again already.
The fact that they put Glenn Robinson on the list was blasphemous.
They for sure they should put Glenn Robinson.
Yeah, Glenn Robinson should be on the list. And he from the G. And he folks.
That's the important part.
All right, I tell you what. Books. You got your favorite player all time, and who would have won it this year?
Yeah, I definitely got my favorite player all time. That would have been Calbert Cheaney.
Nice. He was up on my list too.
Yeah, man. I thought he was a phenomenal player, man. Clutch, leadership, could do it from the outside, drive to the basket. Just a smart all-around player and a true leader. And completely disappointed he never won one, man. But he was absolutely the greatest Hoosier in my opinion.
Wow. Over Alfred? Or Isaiah?
Isaiah's another one.
I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? That was a little bit before my time. So just in terms of Isaiah, I'm sure that, you know, I mean, he got the job done. He got the chip. So, you know, he's probably the greatest player IU's ever had in that regards. But I was like 2 when that happened. Yeah. So I couldn't appreciate Isaiah as a college basketball national champion.
I'm with you, Books. Calvert Chaney was arguably like second on my list as far as like favorite players growing up in college to watch. Calvert Chaney was up there. He was one of my. I think me and Moose talked about that the other day. As far as like how good he was in college, he ain't good in the pros, but in college he was the man. For real.
Yeah,
all right.
For sure.
And then
as far as this year, man, I don't know. I've been out of the loop, so I'm not sure who was hot or some of the small schools that were. You know, I'm just gonna say Gonzaga.
That's always.
Dayton was good too. The deal, fresh ass Dayton.
Dayton was decent. Run.
Yes.
Who you thinking?
So I'm going to go in honor of my great grandma Clay.
You said, well, I'm sorry. Wait.
She talked about it all the time.
You say your great grandma Clay? You sure it wasn't
Clay,
sure it wasn't your mother's mother?
It was my mother's mother's mother.
All right.
I'll claim her, great grandma Clegg.
All right.
She had all the IU basketball composites, man. I think she loved Bobby Knight more than anybody in the family. And so, you know, it was ingrained in me as a small child. So I'm going to go with Steve Alford. And I like the story, and I really would like the Hoosiers to win a national championship in my lifetime. So I'm going to go with the Hoosiers because the last time they won was a year before I was born.
They probably would have been if they.
Hold on. They won. Tomorrow.
7.
The Keith Smart team.
Yes. 87 was the last time they brought home a national championship.
So let me help you out here. They were considered one of the first 4 out unless they would have won 1 or 2 games in the Big Ten tournament, which they won 1, but I feel like they need to win 2 to get in this year.
I think they would have.
What's that?
I think they would have.
Okay.
I think it would have been this great underdog story. We would have won more Big Ten games. We would have just entered the tournament and we would have ran away with it.
You would have did a
Let me live in my fantasy world of social distancing, okay? Like, everybody loved Loyola. Nobody even knew who they were. I like an underdog story.
Valid point.
All right, I'm with you on that. All right, let me see. All right, Mingo, who's your squads?
Okay, so I'm going to really show my age on this one. I'm going to go with Scotty May from IU.
All right, he's not old.
Huh?
He's not old.
He's not old?
No.
I guess old is in the eye of the beholder.
Well, you know what? You know what? I apologize. I'm thinking about his son, Sean.
Who on this call was born after 76?
That would be me.
Everybody but me.
So this was before you were even born, then.
Everybody but me, there, big boy.
Yeah. So, yeah, but he was the kind of the original, almost LeBron James type player. I mean, he was big, strong, fast. Nobody could stop him if he wanted to drive. He was tough.
Scotty May.
Scotty May.
All right.
Gosh, team wise, I like the underdog. I'm gonna go with Dayton.
This year, wow.
Dame was pretty good.
They were good. They can't. What's the dude's name? I can't remember his name. But they're stud player.
Obi-Wan Kenobi or something. I don't know, something like that.
There's something close there. You ain't far off.
Yeah. Okay, that's my team.
All right, very cool. Guess I'm up, huh? All right, so obviously, I'm going. I'm definitely for sure going with Chris Webber. I think Chris Webber. I got a combo. I got to go with Chris Webber or Glenn Rice because Glenn Rice had a great tournament as well when he was in college. So I'm gonna go with a combination of them, and obviously I think the boys in blue, the Maize in Blue, would have won this year. They were a team that was hot early. They had a little fall off with injuries and whatnot. Then they came back on hot at the end. So I'm always gonna say go blue, go blue. Hey folks, Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. We got people doing all kind of stuff, man. We've been on a long time. Hey, Riz had to go. She's getting sleepy, man. She said tell everyone she had a great time and she was glad to participate. Hopefully she was good seeing everybody. I hope she can come back next week and check us out, man. I'm gonna click over real quick and see if Big Gates send us some messages. Let me see if they don't live in Houston. Why do people on the phones keep on going in and out? Y'all must have Android phones. There's a movie like that on Netflix where a guy goes to the worst jails in the world each episode. So, man, shout out to Big Gates, man. He was listening to our simulcast today. Man, this is pretty cool. Matter of fact, Heavy Hitters, we probably need to talk about this again. You know, we can since we got time, we can do this more often if you guys want. So, you know, let's for sure chat about that. I tell you what, D-Lo, you got anything?
Yo, let's just keep doing this, man. Let's let the good times roll. That'll help pass time by, give people some entertainment while we're all kind of shut in. So I'm just glad I could catch part of the show this evening.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, that player is Obadiah Toppin. Obi Toppin is what they call him, but Obadiah Toppin is the player from Dayton. Ron. Obadiah, man. Ron, you got any last words for today?
Yeah, man. Check on your people. You know, reach out to an old friend, have a conversation, watch some Netflix. Try on your pants at least once a week to make sure that they're still going to fit when it's all over with.
She said try on your pants once a week and reach out to old friends. See, that's some female stuff.
Put on your jeans once a week.
Hey, you know, can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
So with day in order, can we still walk and stuff? Like, can I walk my neighborhood and not get violated by the government or something?
Yeah.
If you are 6 feet apart from the other people outside, yes.
Yeah.
Somebody come and smoke one. Smoke one with your boy.
That's probably not a good time right now.
I would say maybe not. Over FaceTime or Zoom, Google Hangouts.
I'm always down for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's not cold. I take you guys outside right now, but it's cold. And it's raining.
Actually, it's like 60 degrees outside right now.
It's 44 and raining.
Hey, so I'm looking through our Instagram. I'm looking through our Instagram real quick. It says quarantine and single worst combo ever. Thank you to his runs came up randomly. Thank you for all the upsets. My bracket is all sorts of off now. And it was like I like to think all kinds of upsets to have brackets right now, so she'd rather have that. Candy Girl guys has been posting some of her old stuff. I know you guys are big fans of that. Stevie said it 317. This is actually very funny. Can you guys hear this real quick?
The joy of staying indoors. I know of a place where you never get harmed. A magical place with magical charms. Indoors, indoors, indoors. Take it away, Penny.
Yes. So that's kind of what we got going on, man. That's what we got going on, man. Everybody stay indoors. Jeezy, last words.
Yo, man, just be safe out here, man. Smoke one, love one, jack one, man. We out.
Jack two.
Okay. All right. Mingo.
Just be safe. Let's get through this together, and call your loved ones, call your parents if they're still around, and make sure they're safe.
Outstanding. Hey, man.
And drink one more low.
Drink more wine.
That's right. Hey, I tried these Gold Emblem naturally favored red velvet almonds today. Holy cow, they are delicious. And I tell you what, man, I'm hunkered down over here too, man. This is Moose, aka Big House. I tell you what, guys, get a little bit of exercise every single day. Get plenty of rest. Like, we don't, this is the opportunity to get as much rest as you want, but get plenty of rest. Make sure you exercise. Make sure you say some good words to yourself and reach out to some people just like these guys said. And understand that the solitude that you have is power. Okay, guys? Don't get freaked out because you're by yourself or you maybe with one other person or you don't see very many people. Relish in the opportunity to spend this great time with these people, man. Like, I really had a good time with the folks. Even I'm just looking at them on video. I had a good time with them tonight, man. I truly appreciate it. Hey, so this is Moosuke Big House, man, for the heavy hitters. Remember, we really are where you are because we're in your ear and in your video and on your face and everywhere.
Right.
I'm sorry, I said on your face. I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah. That's what she said, ladies.
we're in your face is what I meant to say. Remember, we are where you are.
So get comfortable.
And come on in.
Your mouth.
That was perfect, guys.
Peace.
Peace, guys. How do I turn this off? Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
Nothing. What you doing?
Okay. Take a last sip of my drink, eat this food, watch Moonshiners.
There you go. I think the people on Tiger King are more hip than the Moonshiners.
Really?
It's crazy. All right, I'll let you finish up your dinner.
You all right? What's the matter?
Nothing.
All right.
It's in here. Oh, my neck hurts.
From what?
Probably the fact that I lay on the couch for 7 hours a day.
Get out and do some shit.
I know. Well, today I sat at my computer. I cannot wait to get my glasses because my head hurts. Between the amount of time I look at my phone and my television and my computer, my head hurts.
I understand.
Yeah, no.
I'll try to call you back when I get done eating and shit.
All right, I'll be sitting here watching Tiger King.
Peace.
Bye.
I'm sorry.